Hey, just a quick video. So, I've got a contractor's bag filled, like kind of bursting with tools that I carry around. And it's getting to the point where it's really annoying having to take stuff out of there to get to the tool I want. So I decided to find a, complete mechanics tool set that was a good value, but also was, high quality. So I settled on this Capri tools mechanics tool set. So let's open it up. Yeah, so as you can see, it comes with a cool toolbox sticker. There's a good look at the set. So as you can see, it starts out with a 1/4 inch and it has SAE in metric, and then it goes up to 3/8. It's got the 3/8 here, and I think the 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch up here. And as you can see, it also has SAE in metric wrenches. And by the way, the first thing which you can probably notice is the chrome is really spectacular on these. They're made in Taiwan by Capri Tools, which is building a name for themselves. I believe Capri Tools was founded by a group of former auto technicians, or they were in the I believe they're in the automotive or the tool making industry. That's just it's kind of chilly. It's just condensation or whatever. So yeah, really great looking, really nice looking stuff. So this set actually comes with 2 ratchets. Pretty decent, very smooth. They are quick release, decent ratchets. And again, the chrome on these is unique to Capri Tools in terms of the if you see it, like the hue and just the it's just really well done. I mean, I haven't seen any defects in the chrome in any of the stuff that comes with. And by the way, these are all, it comes with S2 bits, and that does come with a bit holder. And then this is pretty cool too. It comes with basically your extension slash driver. So you can use this with the bits, and you can also use it with your ratchets. It's a real nice feature. Basically it's like you can tell somebody that actually uses tools thought about what should go in this kit. So you've got your universal joints here. Just pick up one of the shallows so you can see that too. Yeah, so it's nice engraving, very clear. Pretty decent broaching. Obviously, like all sockets these days, it has the what the heck do you call that? Anyway, it basically makes sure that you don't round a fastener because it doesn't apply any pressure to the edge. There's a technical term for that I can't think of at the moment, so whatever. Everybody's familiar with that by now. So it also comes with really long, for a mechanics toolkit, extensions. And I think this is, I haven't actually measured this, but I think it's actually longer than 10 inch. Hold on. Let's see. But anyway, it comes with the 3 inch right there. That's 3/8. And there would be the 3 inch for 1/4. So it's 10 inches. They're usually 6. And this is, interestingly, that's a 9 inch, 1/4 inch. Yeah, then it looks like we have a 6 inch here, and then the 3 inch. So then 3 and 10 for the 3/8. So yeah, what's nice is like if you plug things together. Oh, here's another interesting thing. The adapters or reducers actually have a hole in there, so I think you can basically stick like the extension through there and kind of use it as like a speed bar. So yeah, it's like a lot of different things in a pinch, and some of the things I haven't really seen, like in another mechanics toolkit. Again, it kind of lends credence to the fact that the people that design these tools came from using them themselves or being involved in the profession because they know what they're doing. Anyway, it comes with a pretty decent breaker bar, 3/8. And that is, let's check the length on that. Let's see. So that's 12 inches. Not bad, a 12 inch breaker bar. No extension pipe anywhere that I can see here. Anyway, you got two spark plug sockets up there. So let's take a look at one of these wrenches. Yeah, so As you can see, the chrome is gorgeous. Very nice. You know, again, the finish is very precise. So you've got your typical 12 point. I haven't actually tried these wrenches out yet, but they look, I mean, they look very nice. We can maybe we can. This won't be very precise, but get a sense of the tolerance. Oops. So yeah, it looks, I mean, that is just right on. That's right on 3/4 basically. You know, I mean, really I should be using a digital caliper, but eyeballing it, it's like it's right there at 3/4. I don't see like a little bit of space that you can sometimes see even with wrenches, just using a regular tape measure. But regardless, I'm not concerned about these. I know they're going to work great because I already know that these individual tools work very well, and that Capri is building a name for itself because it provides quality. Now again, you know, these are made in Taiwan. These are not USA, but that being said, they are not made cheaply or poorly. Now the set, you know, can run you a little bit more money depending on where you get it. I got mine at Home Depot. I think the price was reasonable, but it was a little bit higher, you know, than I would say your do-it-yourself mechanics kit. And honestly, is not going to be the same quality, but it's going to be a little more expensive than that. But I still think, considering what you get, 128 different tools, you know, it's well worth the price. And if you want to know what that is, just check Home Depot because it'll change. It may change, or you know, you may get a deal or something, whatever. So you can just pause the video here and kind of see some of the information about the set. Couple additional comments about the ratchets. So first of all, they are serviceable. As you can see right there, there's 2 Torx head screws, and then there's a smaller Torx head screw right there. As you can also see, they are sealed. They are sealed head, and they're also 72 teeth. Nice smooth ratcheting mechanism. Very low, if any, back drag. Very nice. Decent length to them. And they both feel pretty good in your hand. I don't imagine you'll encounter any problems using these or be disappointed. So obviously you've got an adapter from 1/4 inch to 3/8 there, so they can use that in addition to the adapter for your bits, which, as I mentioned before, are all S2 tool steel, and they're all very nice. And yeah, these are in fact these are in fact allow you to put the extensions through them as like a T-handle adapter, as well as being 1/2 inch to 3/8 and then 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. So yeah, and then, you know, obviously you could use, if for whatever reason you wanted to, you could use this on your ratchet as well as, you know, as well as this. So yeah, pretty complete, pretty nice. It doesn't actually have any 1/2 inch, but it has an adapter, so you can use your 1/2 inch ratchet with all of this stuff. And oh yeah, one last thing. Let's just measure the. Just kind of curious. Let's see the height of the sockets. So we've got almost about, yeah, right on the edge there. Close to 2 3/4, a little bit longer than 2 1/2 it looks like. And for that 1/4 inch, we've got about 2 inches. And let's see, let's check out the shallows. So we've got 1 1/2 on the 3/8, Oops, sorry about that. 1 1/4, as you can see. And got one of these little fellas. That looks a little long for a 1/4 inch. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they're all the same length. That is, it's about 1 inch. Part number, I think that's it, 128 MX. That's simple. Easy to remember. That's what it's called, wave drive. Whatever they're calling it these days. Non-rounding, straight cutouts are a thing of the past. And again, you can get this set at Home Depot. It's not in the store, but you can get it off the website or have them order it for you and ship to your local Home Depot for free. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this about the case. The case is really well put together. I particularly like it. As I mentioned, nothing falls out. It's all got its place. It's also all marked. Like every single item in here is marked, so you can see, precisely what you want to grab. Make sure you grab the right thing. And then the clasps are nice and solid. They lock it together. Just feels like it's a nice case. The more I play around with this set, the more I start to notice things. Things that differentiate this set from other typical mechanics toolkits. So one thing, the breaker bar locks into place, which is pretty cool. But also, as you see, it has the black oxide coating, on the anvil. That's a nice feature. It's kind of more like, what you find on the ratchets. The universal joints, first of all, they operate really well, and secondly, they're actually pinned together by Torx head screws, and so you can actually adjust the tension on them, meaning there's nothing more annoying than like a floppy universal adapter. Well, these you can actually retighten, which is really cool. And again, they're held together by Torx head screws. So even if at some point the screw stripped out and it no longer held tension or whatever, I mean, you could actually replace the joint. You could replace the screw, and you'd be good to go. There's no skips in any of the sizes, and the 3/8 millimeter sizes go all the way up to 22, and it's actually 22 in both shallow and deep. And then the 3/8 SAE go all the way up to 15/16, and again, shallow and deep. While we're here, I'll just read off the sizes. My intention was that you would see that in the the chart that I showed up, but I'll just read them off in addition to that. So let's see, 7/32 up to up to 1/2 in, or no, I'm sorry, 9/16 in quarter, and then 1/2 up to 15/16 in 3/8. And then for metric, it goes from 5.5 up to 13 in 1/4 inch, and then from 10, like I said, all the way up to 22 in metric. Another thing I want to comment on is, again, everything has nice length to it. In particular, the wrenches have a nice length to them. As I showed you, the extensions are nice and long. You've got the 10-inch and the 9-inch respectively, and then the wrenches, I wouldn't call them extra long, but they do have some length to them. And then finally, these sockets are really solid. I mean, you can feel the weight to this kit when you pick it up. The quality, like the finish, the engraving, or stamping, or I guess that's engraving. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's those little details and just the weight, the heft to it. Like if you pick up this socket, and by the way, all the sockets are 6-point, which is great. If you just pick up one of these sizes and you compare it to like, a cheap socket, like you can instantly feel the difference. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.